guys, welcome back to the Studentship YouTube channel. Today I'm here live at the University of Nigeria. I'll be going around asking students, information about their course of study. I can assure you that you are going to find this video helpful. So make sure you like this video and subscribe to this channel. Good afternoon. What's your name?
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Adeze Ajolo.
Wow, nice to meet you, Adeze.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, so what department?
Okay, my department is English and Literature Studies.
Wow. Yes. So what is the department all about, as a course in the university?
Okay, the Department of English and Literature Studies is one of the departments in the Faculty of Arts.
Okay.
Yes, and this is the department that focuses more on about English and then literature.
Okay.
Yes, for instance, now in our third year, you get to see that some will go for language, while some will go for literature.
Okay.
So the department is interested in seeing how people get to communicate with the environment. Yes, English and Literature Studies is a department that will expose you to finding out, what literature is all about, what English is all about. I know that these two are very important in our society today.
Yes.
There is no place you don't enter without speaking English. So it helps you to see how can you even communicate to people around you. You can work in the bank, you can even work anywhere because of that word, English language. The English language is very important.
Yes.
So apart from that, because me personally, I majored in literature.
Okay.
Yeah, what led me to make me study English and literature because I love literature, and it gives me the sense that I can create my word through my mind.
Wow.
Yes, it opens you up to see that whatever you have in your mind can come to pass if you put work to it.
Wow.
Yes, so when I started first in my first year, it wasn't that easy, but I thank God. So English and Literature is the department that is interested in humanity, communication, and then exposing us to see what life is all about.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much.
Thank
so
you,
how lucrative is English and Literature Studies?
Okay, all right. It's very, very lucrative, and that's why people go for it. If you check, for instance now, I've been opportunity to go to look for jobs, and the question they always ask me is, which department? I would say English and Literature Studies. It'd be like, wow, it'd be like, is this the department you graduated from? So it's very lucrative because you can get work in a firm. You can work in a firm. For instance, I have a friend that told me, why don't you submit your applications to work in an airport?
Okay.
Because since
the possibility is there.
Yes, there's a possibility of you working in an airport. Yes, there's a possibility of you working in a company.
Okay.
Now let me give you an example. Now I work with an NGO. And the qualities they appreciate more is, being a secretary. Not everybody knows what it means to be a secretary, but this department can build that quality in you.
Wow.
So you can, and you know that there's no firm that does not really have administration. Anything that must stand needs administration. Yes. For instance, when you come to school now, the administration matters a lot. When you go to bank, the administration matters a lot. When you go to a political sector, the administration also matters a lot. So you see that those people are very important. An English student can work as a personal assistant to a barrister. Because I have opportunity to work as one.
Okay.
Yes.
Was it during your stay in school?
Yes. You can work as a personal assistant, whereby because we are editors, you can have works, but you don't know how to put the words together. We bring it together and present it in a way that is okay. Oh. Yes. You can work in an organization too. It doesn't matter whether you even studied accounting. So far you know how to manage finances. You can work there, even being a secretary too, and that's what it entails. So it's very lucrative because you can work in any place you choose to.
Okay.
Yes, it does not have limitations. Well, those are not saying limitation in it. But though they are not all places you can work in, but it's lucrative because government affairs needs it, a political world needs it, business world needs what you have. Yes. Even the airport too, and you can also work on international relation officer, whereby you can even be a delegate to countries that needs you. So far you know how to present your country, you know how to stand and speak, you know how to present yourself. You see that you are good to go. So it's very, very creative for those that are asking, well, how is it? It's much because you can see it almost in our society.
The opportunities are diverse.
Yes, sir.
So how demanding is the course? Does it really offer? Is it a flexible course where you can engage in other, let's say, side also, or it's very demanding, you do not have any opportunity for such opportunities?
Okay. For everything in life, it must cost you. The department is very, very demanding. Very, very demanding in the sense that the department even can, me personally, from my experience, everything about you matters a lot.
Okay.
Yes. It takes people that have this tenacity, resilience to focus on another things. Yes, if you are to just be someone that's just ordinary, that wants to just be a student, yeah, it's very demanding for you that sometimes even to deviate and like to focus on other things will be impossible.
Yeah.
It's very demanding because when you check in the first years, you have to do 10 courses in first semesters, second semester, still the same 10 courses. So it's very demanding. But at the same time, it depends on personality. That's another thing. You know, every department is demanding.
Yes.
But now the question is on the personality. If you have other things to achieve, maybe people that work, I've seen students that why they are even in English and trade study, they still do their business.
Yes.
Now it's on them.
Yeah.
Because of what they need to do this. Why there are some that cannot?
Okay.
They can't. So demanding is very demanding, but it's still based on personality. There are those that have learned how to manage it. Yes, they can work out for them.
Okay.
Why there are those that, especially first years, second years, they find it hard to even look into other things.
Okay.
But the department is very, very demanding because it has to do with you are dealing with humanity, and because you're dealing with humanity, there is need to have what total focus in it.
Were you involved in any, let's say, business, extracurricular activities as a student?
Yes, as a student, I was, especially in my second year till final year.
Okay.
Yes, in my second year, I worked with an organization called Anunsa.
Okay.
It's a All United Students Association. So I was opportuned to, be the welfare officer. So it helped me to, in fact, I was very happy because it came to reasons why I should grow more in the course. So I was involved in that. Then in my third year too, I found an organization that is called Wisdom Tunnel Initiative. Yes.
Okay.
So I work with the organization. I was involved with other things, even as a student. So these qualities, what I was learning from there and then my school, building up together, balanced everything.
But did it have any negative impact on your academics?
Okay, negative impact on my academics.
Yes.
Okay, it did not really have any negative impact on my academics because me as a student, when I came into the school, I was confused and I was like, why is it this department like this?
Yes.
I was at the point of even quitting because I'll be like, this is not for me, this is not for me, this is not for me, that kind of thing. But when you accept something that was way bigger than you, when you now see other ones, for instance, now when you are managing 10 million and when you're managing 10,000, not the same thing. There's a difference. You have the capacity to actually manage it.
Yes.
So the meeting of these organizations help me, give me essence of why I should study. Now I don't read because I have exam. I read because it's necessary. Because I have my business I do. So if you don't read, what are you doing? This is that kind of thing. So it made me to give me this challenge to say that your mates are even doing so many things. When you move out, see people that are young and doing things. Why are you not making it? So it gave me this insight that there is need to do more. But before it wasn't like that. Before something can easily pull you down. When you full stuff finished, you complain. When there's no money, you complain. But working with a firm that's we are going for travels. How are you going to organize people, move out, and in 7 days, 1 week, and you're the one to pay for it. Go for the bus, register it, and come back. When you come back to school, when people are saying you're hungry, you know that. So it really boosts my intellect. See, there's need to sit down, and it also gave me a mindset that it's not the government that is the problem. If I can get better, the government can get better too. Because most of the times we have this mindset that this school is very stressful, this lecturer is this or that. No, I think you are the problem. If you can solve yourself, every other thing can be solved. Yes, that thing. So me personally now, if my business is the channel to how can I help my society. So when I look at my department, I'll be like, wow, why is it that we don't have my departmental business? And why is that student that have business in school can't even have a space for them to do their business in school? So it's a situation whereby you see students that are very skillful to even help the department, but there's no opportunity to do. So you see what I'm saying now? So it's really boosts the places to even see how I can help my society, to see how I can help my department. So that is it, sir.
So there are some students that are an average in, let's say, English language, literature. Can such category of students study English and literature study in university?
Students that are average.
Yes, in these subjects, this core subject, I think use of English and literature. How can they cope in university?
in the university.
Yes.
Okay, what we call average is what people define as average.
Okay.
Yes, if you say that I'm average now, that means you are average.
Okay.
Yes, the only way is for that student to tell herself that she's not average,
Okay.
or he is not an average person. Because the definition, people will see you the way you see yourself.
Okay.
Yes. So if I can tell myself that though I don't really know much about this, but I'm going to put my total focus. Because if you dedicate 1 hour to something, you will know 1 hour of that thing.
Yes.
But imagine whereby you give a whole 24 hours to study that literature you think is an average, or maybe you excel. You excel, yes.
That determination.
Yes, to do it, you excel.
Okay.
So people that are average, maybe that me personally, when I came to the department, like I said, I was finding hard in writing.
Okay.
I love writing very well, and I love creating stories, novels, and everything. But I don't really have those principles on how it operates.
The rules.
Yeah, the way to do it. But I not give up myself. So I had to push on, press on, and gradually I was getting more light on it. I was getting more light on it till it became a personality in me.
Wow.
So if you're an average person, you can change it to being a great person.
Wow, that is awesome. That is awesome.
Thank
So,
you, sir.
what advice do you have for a student that is aspiring to study English and literary study in university?
Okay, for any student that is aspiring to study English and literary studies, I will advise you to first of all understand that you are very important in society.
Okay.
Yes, you are very, very important in society, and you are not just studying the course because your parents asked you to come to school, or because the school gave you this course to study,
yes.
or because you just want to do it to impress. No, the advice I should give is that no matter what, never give up on yourself. Never give up on yourself. And again, please don't live one-sided life.
Okay.
We find out that students in school, when they come, they focus more on one area of their life that
Yes.
it affects
That
others
triangular-
later on.
Okay.
Yes, that's why when you see people that you're a graduate of English and literary study, yet you don't have money in your pocket, yet there's unemployment in society. Why is it so? So education should be a balanced life.
Yes, a balance.
It should balance you. So if you're coming in as a first year student, please make sure that your spiritual life, your mental life, your emotional life, your physical life, your finances too is balanced. Don't make it look as though, okay, I'm going for class. Why there are things that will help you to grow? You don't give it attention. When you go out, that's how it is. That's why some don't know what next after school. After school, they answer by touching 1 or 2 areas. Why you have the time?
In school.
In school.
To build up yourself.
Yes. So the other advice I would say that time is important.
Okay.
Yes. The time is the greatest capital. Time is the greatest asset. You can lose a friend and get another, have someone that another time. You can even, let's say now your phone, lose it and still buy another one.
phone.
But there's something that if you lose, you will not have it, and that is time. So please make sure you maximize your time.
Okay.
Every time is important. You will not say, if I finish in first year, then I'll come back and no. That first year, that second year, that third year, that final year, all of them are important.
Okay.
Use your time to the point that you will not give up your time, because what you're looking for is in your time. If you can maximize your time, you can build your spiritual life, build your mental life, build your emotions, build your physique, build your finances. So when you now look back and say, oh my God, look at how I maximize my time, that's what makes you
proud of
great.
yourself.
Yes. So as a student that is aspiring to be a student of English and literary studies, please understand that time is important.
Okay.
Time is the greatest asset. If you can invest in your time, you just come out a great personality and also live a balanced life. So that is the advice I'll give.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I believe with this, we've covered the English and literary study as it was.
Of course.
So thank you. I appreciate.
I appreciate, sir.
All right.
Thank you for meeting you, sir.
All right.
Thank you,
The
sir.
pleasure is mine.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.